So I mentioned to you guys before, the name of the preserve that we're at is called Square Lake. And right over there is a lake, and it is entirely spring fed. Or I mean, sorry, not spring fed, fed by runoff from the snow melt. So that lake only exists from, I don't know, about now till usually June, July. July is kind of late. And that's an important watering source, like we talked about, for sage-grouse, for all other types of birds, ducks. We saw a few when we came in here. And also for cattle. There's actually two what we call grazing allotments on either side of this place that cattle graze, and this is the one watering source for those cattle. So it serves as an important area for all those reasons. Another important thing about this place is that this field right over here was a sage-grouse lek, like David mentioned. And the Wood River Land Trust, the organization I work for, we work to protect land and water and wildlife habitat for all different sorts of reasons, for all different conservation purposes. And this property right here, it's about 320 acres, and we purchased it specifically to protect the sage-grouse habitat, the sage-grouse lek, and this important water source. And we bought it back in 2007, and at that time, there were about 40 birds that you could come out here in the morning and see. So why do you think we did not come to this lek this morning? Because there are no more birds. Yeah, so when I started working at the Wood River Land Trust 4 years ago, Nathan and I, we would come out here early in the morning and we'd sit up right there by the highway with our binoculars and we would look for birds and we might see 6 or 7. I think our top count that year was 7. And then the next year, we'd come out here and we saw 4, I think, something like that, or a truck driver saw 4. We only saw 1. And then the last couple of years, I come down here all by myself because Nathan doesn't want to come anymore. And I come and I sit and I hope that there's a moving sagebrush out here that looks like a bird. And so that's one thing that has happened with this lek here. So why do you guys think that I come down here and I don't see birds anymore?
Fire. Us.
Okay, so there's a few different reasons why that might be. Right, the fire that David was talking about that was right over there. So if the birds aren't able to use that habitat anymore, maybe they don't want to use this mating area because they don't have really good nesting habitat that's close to here. And why else? That's one potential reason. What else?
Humans.
Anyone? What did you say?
Humans.
Humans, yeah. So this is a really popular spot for people to come and watch sage-grouse because it's right along the highway. And if you're driving on that highway between 7 and 8 o'clock, you might just pull over, you might drive your car down here and drive right through the middle of them. Another reason that we talked about before that Jason was talking about is the West Nile virus. A lot of birds over in the Camas, Fairfield area, we think were affected by West Nile virus. And this is kind of in that general vicinity, so that is another potential reason.